New York City Council member Chiose, and I represent Bed-Stuy and Crown Heights in the City Council. And while we're calling to abolish ICE, that most certainly is not enough. We need Nuremberg trials for the people of ICE, for the people who are committing crimes against humanity here in our country. I refuse to call them law enforcement. They are agents of chaos. They are destroying the fabric of our country. We move further than calling to abolish ICE, something that many of our leaders in the Democratic Party are still afraid to do. I don't want to hear about reforming ICE. I don't want to hear about training these ICE agents. We need to abolish ICE. What do we want? And why do we want it?
We're heading to our government shutdown because it's the funding of ICE. Let's go to Mike Lindell, who's running for governor. Mike, that's a city councilman. That's what you're dealing with, brother. Your thoughts?
It's pure evil, Steve. I mean, it's pure evil. You talk about brainwashing and that's our Minnesota media, too. They're like a step above covering up and brainwashing the people of Minneapolis and Minnesota in general. And it's I'll tell you, Steve, running for governor, when I announced all this came out about 3 days later, just exploded. And but you know me, I still look at it all as a blessing. I believe it's got to get bad so people see all the problems we have. And one of the things when I'm governor, the first day, I said it earlier today, I'm going to ban Sharia law. I'm going to enforce the protesting rules that have to be enforced. I mean, it's such a common sense thing. Our president puts out, you have success stories like Memphis and Washington, D.C. and all these other cities where the Democrats mayors are in cooperation and they enforce their laws. Their protesting laws, and you don't get to impede with any law enforcement at all. I mean, this is back in the day when I can't even imagine, growing up and going, hey, you can follow police officers around, or you can just tell them, hey, we're going to block your police car, we're going to block you. This is just it's beyond anything I've ever seen. Last night they destroyed a hotel, broke everybody's windows. That's right. I was down there last week on TV, and you guys, it's Minnesota need new leadership, and that from the top all the way down. And that's another thing, Steve. When I get in, I'm going to surround myself with the best team of people, and just like the president, everybody, they're going, why are you campaigning so early? Well, you know what? Right now, I'm learning all these different things that we're going to be able to do. This gives plenty of time. And I think you asked me before about, or somebody did on the other show I was on, about beating Amy Klobuchar. Remember, this all happened under her watch, too. This happened under her watch, and it's just disgusting.
We've already inspired people throughout the country. We had folks on from Arizona. We've had folks on from Oklahoma who are also fighting their fights. Mike Lindell, you're going to talk to me about the deal for the posse in a second, but you're running for governor and your race is so on fire. First off, Waltz dropped out because he's going to be indicted. Now they've gone to the U.S. Senate, and Texas has got a huge Senate primary with Paxton versus Cornyn, and they're all talking about, well, Paxton wins, you're not going to hold the seat, the Democrat could win. They've taken Amy Klobuchar out of the Senate, folks, in Texas. You haven't heard this. They're taking her out of the Senate to run for governor because they fear Mike Lindell. And one of the reasons, Lindell, talk to me about what you're going to do with Sharia law. What your first action as governor is to do what?
Yeah, well, I'm banning it. And Steve, in Minnesota, this is years ago. You go back to 2016, everybody, or 2000, maybe it was 18, and Cargill, and they fired 200 of these Muslims and these Somalians because they of their breaks, their prayer breaks. I've said it before for the last 5, 6 years. Minnesota was the Trojan horse for this catastrophe, this takeover. And it was back then, if you did it, you're called a racist. If you don't, I just didn't hire them, but Cargill did. And what they did, Steve, they wanted them gone so bad because it was interfering with their lines that they fired them and settled for 1.5 million, even though they had all the reason to fire them. And so I'm going to ban Sharia law the first day I'm in governor. And by the way, the last hour, everybody's been texting me. You can help out at MikeLindellGov.com, everybody, and learn other things I'm going to do. Another thing is I'm taking that satanic statue out of the Capitol that Waltz put in there and said we had to be fair to the devil. This Minnesota is the Trojan horse, and look what it spread to Texas, everywhere else. This is number one on my list, everybody, banning Sharia law. But go to MikeLindellGov.com. We need help right now. I got to win this. Steve, I'm doing the same things I was going to do with the president. I have great campaigning, and we had 250,000 people voted for Donald Trump in 2020 in Minnesota that didn't even bother to vote in 2022. I don't care if I have to go door to door. We're going to wake those people up if they're not already woke up. I mean, we've got problems in Minnesota. We need to fix it now.
Mike, give me a minute on the deal everybody's talking about. People over the weekend were talking to me. They love the deal you've given from my pillow.
Yeah.
What do you got for
biggest
betting
deal,
particularly in Texas? I want everybody to go.
Right on. This is, you guys, this is the biggest deal we've ever had on our made in the USA mattress toppers and mattresses. Where My Pillow gives you the great REM sleep, our mattress toppers and our mattress give your body great sleep, which is called Delta Sleep. Now, I helped develop these mattress toppers and mattresses. Sleep is all about pressure points and temperature. And I'll tell you, just the queen size alone, which $149.98, has over 10,000 individual comfort support. The best support you can ever get. They're shipped for free right to your front door. 6-month guarantee, money back guarantee, 10-year warranty. You'll have the best sleep for you'll be covered. Go to mypillow.com/war room. There you can check out all our mattresses, mattress toppers, and then also remember we have the blankets. That this is a War Room exclusive, as low as $25 a blanket. It's cold out there right now. Get those, everybody. Once they're gone, and it's free shipping on your entire order. Promo code War Room 800-873-1062. My operators are standing by, and I guarantee you there ain't one of them that's a Somali and taking that call. They speak English, so the promo code War Room and get Mike, the best sleep of your life.
Thank you for stepping up, too. It takes a brave person to sit there going, hey, look, I don't want to hear any happy talk on this thing. I'm banning it. My first thing I do, I'm going to ban it.
Absolutely.
Because it's a cancer that's metastasizing.
Yeah,
Lindell, you're a good
terrible,
man.
everybody.
Thank you for coming on. And thank you for the sale. People are raving about it.